Hey guys, thanks for checking out Quick Sessions Podcast. I am Garrett Terrio coming to you from the home studio. These are the Corona tapes, so recording from the regular studio is just not a thing. Today we're going to talk about something that everybody's kind of into during this quarantine, and that is the home workouts. Now, this is not really my bag. Not because it's difficult or time consuming, it's just not something I dedicate a lot of energy to. And a couple of reasons why I don't. Number one is cardio is always available. I feel like in times like this, of course, you want to lift weights and do stuff like that, and you should. But truth is, most people out there getting out and running or riding a bike and things like that are going to be more beneficial in the sense that you don't have your regular gym to go to and work out and throw 200 pounds on a bench press or what have you and really try to improve. Whereas just going out in your neighborhood and running, it's pretty easy to improve in that. You just got to go out and do it, right? You don't need equipment. You don't need a certain appointment time. You don't need a specific route. So that's kind of what I focus on. If there's times of, lack of weight room, whether you're traveling or under quarantine, cardio is always the simplest and most efficient thing to do because cardio is the same during a quarantine as it is during a non-quarantine. So that's number one, why I haven't put a lot of thought into it. Now, I have set some people up with home workouts and things like that because they ask for it. And I'm not against working out at home, but the tricky part of it comes in when someone has no equipment, right? If they have equipment, it's just an accountability thing. They want something written out, something to watch, something to follow, and what have you, and something to keep them. They can look at it and know, okay, I get ABC done, and that'll be it. Now, those without equipment, that is the base of this particular episode of Quick Sessions. So I have Instagram just like everybody else, Twitter, Facebook, what have you. And I'm sure just like y'all, you've seen 100 different at-home workouts. Now, I'm going to separate this into a couple different things. Number one are the people that just want to get their heart rate up. Okay, I completely understand that. And for those people, just Google Tabata, body weight, HIIT workout, what have you. Okay, it's not that difficult. You don't need anybody to tell it to you. They have 1,000 people on the internet who are more than welcome to give you their 2 cents. And if your whole goal is just to get your heart rate up and you don't want to go do cardio, then yeah, do one of those HIIT workouts. Great, go for it. That's not me, and that's not something I really recommend. I don't not recommend it, but if I'm going to give someone a body weight workout, there's pretty much just one rule I follow. They have no equipment at all. The one rule is just keep it simple. And what I mean by that is don't try to do everything at once. Don't try to do a full body workout at home when you have nothing to follow and you have no weights, no gadgets, no bands, whatever. So why would you spend your time doing a bunch of bodyweight stuff where your muscles aren't even really going to be challenged? So let me back up and let me explain this. So let's say you want to do a full weight bodyweight exercise routine. And let's say you're very diligent and you get 5 sets of every body part. Well, if you went in on a day where you wanted to do bench press and you only did 5 sets of chest exercise, you wouldn't think that was a very accomplished day of chest, right? And that's when you have weights at your disposal. So now if I said, all right, today just do 5 sets of push-ups. Well, what's that doing? That's really nothing for you. You're not going to improve your pectorals. You know what I mean? It's just never enough. And if you do a full body routine, you're going to be there for a while trying to get an efficient, muscular stimulating workout, trying to do a full body deal. Now, like I said, if you're trying to just get your heart rate up, go for it. But if you're trying to improve certain body parts, the key is to keep it simple. For example, let's say abs. Let's start with something that uses body weight normally. There's no reason you can't take an entire day and just work your abs, right? If you just take 20 to 30 minutes and do just abs, there's nothing wrong with doing just one body part. You can get so much done if you just keep it simple and focus on one thing. Because abs are great. Okay, real quick, let's set a goal for yourself. Let's say your goal is to do 300 ab movements. In fact, I'll make a video about this tomorrow. We're going to do 350 ab movements. So what's that? 10 sets of 35. Really doesn't sound like a lot. And you don't need to even do something multiple times. I mean, you could drop down right away. Jackknives, V-ups, side crunches, opposite side, heel raises, Russian twists, regular crunches, scissors, high plank with knee-ins, and bicycles. There you have it. There's 10 sets of 35. There's 350 reps, and you're going to be spent. And after you're done, you can think, man, I never spend this much time on abs. Now, if you try to do that with 3 or 4 different body parts and just wing it, you're never going to get an effective workout on any one of those body parts. At least if you keep it simple, you've gotten one body part really good in a very effective way that you didn't even need a weight room for. You can do the same thing with legs. Just focus on only that. Squats, squat jumps, single leg squat jumps, lunges, reverse lunges, step up on the back of your car, whatever. Just focus on one thing and you'll get a much better workout than if you had tried to do a bunch of things at once. Because if you could get away with doing a bunch of things at once at home without weights, you wouldn't need gyms. It would be so effective, everybody would do it. Now, I'm not saying if you do one day of legs with body weight that you're going to grow your quads or your hamstrings or anything like that. But what you will do is get better at things that you rarely ever do. So it's kind of a change of pace deal. But you can still focus and get that time under tension and that volume working out your legs. Now, like I said, this podcast is for the people that have no equipment, right? If you have equipment, it is 10 times easier, right? If you have one set of dumbbells, I'll give you an example. Let's say you have dumbbells, you can just do curls, right? You don't need anything fancy for that because there's so many things. Your catalog of exercises, if you have any kind of weight, is exponentially gotten bigger. For curls, just think of everything you could do with just one set of dumbbells, just with biceps, right? You can do double arm bicep, single arm bicep, hammer curl, across the body curl, spider curl, concentration curl, bent over curl, incline curl, static curls, intermittent curls, Zotman curls. There's 15 or 16 just like that. So if you actually have weights, you can definitely add in extra body parts because you can do so much. I still wouldn't do like a full body type of deal. You're strictly trying to do it for cardio, go for it. But we're talking about actually improving in muscularly one muscle group of your body. 2 in a day, sure, if you have time and you're willing to just kind of go through the monotony of a body weight workout, do legs and abs. Great. And if those are the only 2 body parts you do the whole quarantine, so what? At least you've gotten better on those 2 body parts that you wouldn't have done in the gym, right? And then you get back in the gym next month and get your chest back to where it should be, your back, what have you. So that's about all I really have on home workouts. Of course, you can sit down with some paper, write it out, which I think you should do if you're going to do a home workout, regardless if you have weights or not. Write it out so you're not just winging it. Because when you're winging it, you'll get tired. You'll say, all right, that's enough, and go on. At least when you write it down, you'll remember everything. You'll make sure you're done. That's about it on it. I need to start posting some videos and things like that of body weight exercises that are definitely doable. But if you take one thing from this, what trainer Garrett Theriault thinks about home workouts is just keep it simple. Pick one body part, write it down, have a goal, and just knock that out. Don't try to make it too cute. You'll see on the Instagram and all that, here's a pot you can use to get a workout. Here's a chair, here's a, broom, whatever. People try to get cute and people just want to look at it and think that's clever, I guess. And I'm not trying to make fun of any trainers that are really trying to be creative, but working out and getting better isn't always about being creative and something you've never seen, right? It's about putting in work, getting volume, getting better at that specific body part that you're trying to train. I personally am sticking to more cardio, but as far as weight's concerned, I actually have a whole home gym, so I am not who this podcast is for. Guys, thanks for listening. This isn't, the normal kind of podcast I would do, but it was recommended by my buddy Tuna Rob, so thought I'd throw it out there. More podcasts coming soon. Quarantine makes it a little tricky, but I'll try to pump out a couple more, and I'm going to do a video tomorrow, some at-home workout stuff, so stay tuned for that. Probably post it on YouTube and Instagram, all that good stuff. Guys, thanks for checking it out. Stay safe. Stay 6 feet away. Catch you next time.